we typically hear about the standard things that we're seeing in the industry today, like, supply chain shortages and labor shortages and things like that. Matt, are those affecting, these industries as well?
Yeah, I think the labor shortages, and I think that's happening kind of in two different ways, right? Like, you've got less people to go ahead and execute the plans you develop, and so that has a planning impact. But also, there's kind of a lot of people who are retiring with a lot of technical knowledge, and I think companies are losing that expertise as they retire, and especially without a way to capture that and use that information in parts of the business.
Yeah, I definitely, every industry out there today is suffering from, labor challenges. And so I guess, retirements and just the lack of availability of people has impacted just about every industry, that's out there today. Phil, I wanted to bounce this back over to you and say that, in the industries that I've been working for many years, digital transformation has really been coming about. And some industries are more mature than others. How about the industries that you're working in? Are you seeing a growth or an advancement of digital transformation in the industries you're working in?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, a lot of what our company has worked in a lot is utilities. Utilities are interesting because they have had a lot of external pressure their entire existence. They're regulated entities, so they have to disclose how they think and why they make decisions and where they're spending their money and why that's the right thing for the ratepayers and stuff. And so that kind of pressure has really got them pretty advanced in terms of how they think about capital planning and asset management, because they always have to explain it to other people. And one thing I find is that the pace of digital transformation of those processes and utilities has really picked up over the last 5 years. And then, Matt said, you guys were talking about ESG earlier, Matt did. And I want to bring that up because one thing that's kind of interesting is if you look at businesses now and ESG pressures that are happening, particularly in the investor community and changes in boards and stuff with more activist investors, a lot of businesses that aren't regulated, I think, are going to start feeling a little bit regulated due to ESG things because they'll have to be a lot more explicit in explaining what they're doing and how they're going to do it. And I think that's a little bit of a flavor of what utilities have been doing for 100 years. So I think that's an interesting dynamic too.